Hey, what's up, everybody? Sir Joel here for Sir Story. We're visiting the Stonebridge development here, and this is all related to the Mahoning County Infirmary, which we'll put a link to. This was all the land and property of the Mahoning County Infirmary, the Pogo or the Pogy. And what's interesting is, and it's not really well known here, a lot of people don't like it, right up there was a sign that was designating that this was a graveyard in here, and the people living around here didn't want it because it was drawing attention. So even being here is a little questionable, but we're gonna walk in here. If you walk in here, right over and about here is allegedly some of the graves, hundreds of them, which is crazy. They're not labeled with names. They're almost like little PVC pipes with numbers. So I don't know if we're gonna, it's the summer right now, so the foliage and everything is really overgrown, but we're gonna see if maybe we can see a little entrance in here and find one. But you have to imagine this whole development, if you show over in here, this was all the land and property of the Mahoning County Infirmary. So this was this whole neighborhood was basically their grounds.
Birdie! Birdie! The birdie!
It almost looks like there's a little bit of a path there. Okay, so again, if you come into Stonebridge and want to check this out, spring, summer clears to be a bad time unless you've got some pants, but this is where you're going to be looking. Look for the speed sensor. All of this in here, you go in from here, about 10-20 yards is where all the graves and everything are. This is, I'm trying to see if any, I would go in, but Sir Joel unfortunately is wearing his summer shorts, so I don't want to get poison ivy again, which is what I did. But in here, I'd say about 10 yards in, all the little markers would be in there. They basically look like PVC pipe with cement in it and a number on the top of it. But this is it. This is what you want to look for if you want to go in there and look around. This is, I think, graveyard 1. There's another one up towards the front where allegedly there's potentially thousands of bodies. Okay, we're at the front of, right off of Herbert, we're at the front of the Mahoning County Infirmary grounds, aka the Stonebridge development, right off of Herbert and Canfield. I'm hearing all kinds of wildlife around here, or maybe not wildlife. It's a little spooky, even in the middle of a beautiful summer day. I just had on my TikTok video, I just had a beautiful interaction with a deer almost about 5 feet away and then ran off. But anyways, behind me, this flat land along the creek, which, let me flip the camera. The understanding I have from rumors I'd heard from living in this neighborhood, and I'm gonna start to walk down the path here, you can see there's a creek. And again, folks, this is right off of Herbert Road. So you can see there's a creek here and over here. This, I believe, was all here in the pictures with the infirmary back in whatever it was, the late 1800s. So what I had heard is all this ground, flat ground along the creek, which looks like a beautiful neighborhood, right? It looks like just an oasis if you're living here, right? What I had heard was this is the second graveyard, and there's not hundreds, there's thousands of bodies buried in there. I'd say right there in that flatland. And they're all in unmarked graves. So that's pretty wild and pretty eerie. But I believe this is actually where the name Stonebridge, that the neighborhood gets its name from, came from. This is the actual Stonebridge. So I'm gonna get out of here. Give you a couple more shots. It is beautiful because the residents aren't friendly to it, and I just saw a policeman go.